by Niger Delta Non-Violence Agitators Forum, Niger Delta Civil Action Advocacy Group, Ijowari Worldwide, Movement for Unity of Northern and Southern Nigeria, Association of Ekpeya Women in Diaspora, Niger Delta Unity Front, Coalition of North Central Women for Unity and Good Governance, Ijaw Renaissance Force, Association of Waterways Ambassadors of Nigeria, and Coalition for Greater and Better Nigeria, to pass a vote of confidence on Governor Siminala Wike-Fubara and Right Honorable Edison Ehie, the Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly, and also thank the people of Rivers State for defending the mandate they freely gave to the people's governor on this day being Wednesday, 20th December 2023 at NAF Conference Center, Kado District, Abuja. We heartily welcome our invited guests and gentlemen of the press, which is the mouthpiece and hope of the common man, to this historic joint world press conference organized by these outstanding groups. We are aware of the ongoing avoidable political impasse in Rivers State, which is as a result of one man's greed and quest to pocket the state, thereby resulting to the prevalent crisis that has festered for weeks and also caused unimaginable damages and pains to the great and very hospitable people of Rivers State. This joint world press conference is basically put together to pass a vote of confidence on Governor Siminala Wike-Fubara and Right Honorable Edison Ehie, the proactive Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, and also thank the unique and very courageous people of Rivers State who, irrespective of ethnic diversity and political affiliations, have united to defend a mandate they freely gave to Governor Siminala Wike-Fubara on 18th March 2023 under the umbrella of the People's Democratic Party. We also wish to use this meeting to place on record the Rivers State, which was created on the 27th May 1967 and further balkanized into Rivers and Bayelsa states on 1st October 1996, is basically made up of upland and riverine. Since the inception of our contemporary democracy in 1999 till 2023, the people of the upland ruled and held on to power for 24 years, which covered the 8 years of Sir Dr. Peter Otunaya Odili 1999 to 2007, the Sir Celestine Omeya and Rotimi Omechi 8 years administration 2007 to 2015, and the Chief Nyesom Wike 8 years 2015 to 2023. So for the 24 years of our contemporary democracy, the upland held on to power until the election of Sir Siminala Wike-Fubara, who is from the riverine, who has spent only a few months in office, less than 6 months in office. The people of the geographic Niger Delta region and Nigerians under the various platforms for this joint world press conference therefore deem it necessary to call on all Rivers people, irrespective of political parties and divide, to support the incumbent governor, whose loyalty first go to the entire state to succeed in the determined quest and bid to deliver dividends of democracy to the people. We also condemn in very strong terms the rascality of 27 dissident members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, who are led by the same Right Honorable Martin Sameule, who was used 10 years ago by Wike, the then Minister of State for Education, to cause unimaginable crisis in the then Rivers State House of Assembly and also destabilize the administration of Right Honorable Chibika Mechi. Very importantly, we totally frown and object to the purported resolution of the Monday 18 December 2023 meeting that was convened by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the Aso Rock Presidential Villa, wherein the governor of Rivers State was ambushed and treated like a cockroach in the gathering of hens. A sad development where the governor was coerced to accept terms that are totally anti-people of Rivers State and therefore unacceptable. Governor Wike-Fubara was elected by millions of Rivers people to govern over 10 million Rivers people, thus cannot subject himself to any unfavorable terms and agreements without consulting the great people of Rivers State. Action of the 27 members, former members of the Rivers State House Assembly, are aberration that are totally unknown to democracy anywhere in the world, where members of the legislature attempt to impeach the head of executive arm in the person of the governor without any allegations of constitutional breaches and infractions according to the dictates of the constitution, which is the ground norm. For any governor or executive member to be impeached, the law says that he or she must commit offenses that will warrant that impeachment. In this case, throughout these arguments and quarrel and all of that, the 27 dissident members, former members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, never came out with any allegation, any document containing whatever offense that Governor Wike-Fubara committed. We therefore applaud and re-emphasize the position of the People's Democratic Party and the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Edison Ehie, that the seats of those dissidents House of Assembly members remain vacant, and we urge INEC to expedite action in conducting by-elections to fill those 27 vacant positions. We want President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to appreciate the goodwill of the people of Rivers State and other Niger Deltans and Nigerians who freely voted for him, President Tinubu, and not to throw away this real goodwill because of his quest to satisfy one individual, Mr. Ezebu Nyesom Wike, who, even as a sitting governor, failed at his polling unit. As a sitting governor of Rivers State, Wike failed at his polling unit. Ward and local government, even Obiakpo, APC failed in Obiakpo during the just concluded presidential election in this year presidential election, 2023 presidential election. We want Mr. President to understand the fact that the will of few individuals who hold public offices and trust for the vast majority of the people can never override the goodwill, overall interest of the masses and electorates who voted them. Mr. President, our governors, members of the State and National Assembly, and all of them are employees. They are employees of the masses and the electorates. And there is no way the employee will be superior to the employer that employed him or her. Anything contrary to the position of the people of Rivers State shall be vehemently opposed. We are putting it on record that anything contrary to the position of the people of Rivers State shall be vehemently opposed, and we shall mobilize multitudes to occupy Rivers State, the National Assembly, and all foreign missions and embassies that are domiciled in the Federal Capital Territory. We are going to shout to the world. Let the world know what Tinubu is doing. Let the world know what Nyesom Wike, because they want to cause crisis in this country. Nigeria runs a constitutional democracy, and Nigeria is not a banana republic, where Mr. President will abuse the constitutional powers that are bestowed and entrusted to him by the good people of this great country to direct, for him to direct and humiliate an incumbent governor who have same constitutional powers and immunities, to surrender all his constitutional rights, powers and privileges to one single individual, Nyesom Wike, former governor of Rivers State, who is causing so much problems everywhere, including here in the Federal Capital Territory, where he represents as the minister. We join other multitudes of Nigerians, who are showing solidarity and support to Governor Wike-Fubara, to tell President Tinubu that he lacks the constitutional powers to direct Governor Wike-Fubara to jettison judicial judgments and other matters that are already in different courts. The president cannot make himself Lord and law. It's not possible. We have three arms of government: the legislature, we have the judiciary, and we have the executive. President Tinubu is just the head of the executive arm, and he does not have power. He lacks the constitutional power to order whether the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, or Federal Court, any court, whatever, to reverse their decision. We wish to echo our disbelief that President Bola Tinubu has shown through his body language and actions that he has placed more premium on Wike that is bent on plunging Rivers State, Niger Delta, and by extension the entire country into anarchy than millions of people and people of Rivers State and Nigerians from diverse backgrounds that voted for him. It is unbelievable that President Tinubu, Wike is just one person that has one vote. But President Tinubu is bent on satisfying one man with one vote above the Nigerian people, millions of Nigerians that voted for him. I mean, it's unimaginable and it's unbelievable. And so finally, we want the presidency, the service chiefs, and the international community to hold Chief Nyesom Ezebunwan Wike responsible for any breakdown of law and order in Rivers State and other parts of the Niger Delta, knowing the adverse effects of the above on crude oil and gas production. We thank you for your rapt attention, and may God bless every one of us. Thank you, and God bless. No, we saw what happened in Cross River State when 20 members of the Cross River State House of Assembly defected to APC. The court ruled and declared their position vacant, and the people left their seat. I don't know whether the case of River State will be different. And so, to answer your question, River State, as of today, have about 5 members of the House of Assembly, legitimately and legally. 27, the purported 27 members, are no longer members of the River State House. So what are they going to withhold? Whatever action that they are taking now has been overtaken by events. The court has already judged. The Speaker, Right Honorable Edis Dehier, has already declared their positions vacant. So whatever they are doing, you can't build something on nothing. The only way they can reverse what has happened is for them to go to court. And until a superior court rule otherwise, they remain former members of the River State House of Assembly. So whatever they are going to do, they are just bait. Those are baits. Look at what they came out with as a resolution. Does it make any sense to anybody? President will sit somewhere and say all the judicial pronouncement, the judgment should be upturned. Is it possible? Are we running a banana republic? Is he now making himself an emperor over all Nigerian things? Then maybe he should be a military president, head of state, instead of in a democratic system. What is the position of the Rivers people? This House of Assembly members, 27 of them, former members of the House, we are elected by Rivers people. They were employed. When I say elected, they were employed by Rivers State government, people, their constituents. So they are accountable to the people of their constituents. But what happened? As at the time they went and made that move or whatever to defect to APC, did they consult their constituents? And that's why when you go to River State as of today, different constituencies are already, they have already started the recalling process. That is just by the way. So in answering your question, those 27 members are no longer, of course, you saw the position of the People Democratic Party. I mean, so this is just the beginning of the journey. So whatever they are going to, they are only going to ridicule themselves. How can you invite a governor with all the constitutional powers, who is enjoying all the immunity, that you call him and give him directive? you gave him. Why is it that they did not invite Right Honorable Edison here? Who is, by law, who is the speaker? Why did they invite him to that meeting? So that meeting in the presidential villa is an illegality. And people like Falana have said it. SN have said it. There is a nullity. So we call the international community and everybody to come and intervene. Because we know that for the presidency, they are bent on taking Rivers State because of the sensitivity of Rivers State in terms of crude oil and the large population of Rivers State. But even if you want to do it, there are better ways you can do it. President Tinubu will have scored a very big mark if he had ordered those 27 assembly members that in the interest of peace, you people should go back to PDP. Yes, I am an APC president. I want more persons. But as at now, because of equity, justice, and fairness, go back to PDP. People all over the world will have applauded president if he had made that decision. That is the judgment of King Solomon. That is what made Solomon to be the wisest king, a profound king. But you now feel that you have already 27. So they are only postponing the evil days. Because after 1 or 2 months, they will come back to say, well, Governor, we are impeaching you. 27 of them are already in the APC. And then the governor with only 5 of them. How can he survive under such this? So the people of Rivers State say no. The people of Niger Delta say no. And that's why you're seeing this coalition. Northerners, everybody coming together to say enough of this madness. Thank you and God bless you.